The main tab that an investor will use when analyzing a deal is the Scenarios tab. If you notice the picture that I sent in the previous episode, you would see 4 columns making up 4 different scenarios. These scenarios are part of what Michael Blank calls the 10-minute deal analysis. The goal is that you become good enough to be able to thoroughly analyze a property in 10 minutes. These scenarios are as follows: marketing package, my version, projected, offer. I will explain what each of these scenarios are now. Marketing package. This column is where you would input the information that you have been given by the commercial broker. It is especially important because it will help you verify if values, such as cash on cash return, total net income, or total expense percentages are accurate. There is always a chance that the broker miscalculated or at worst lied. My version. This is the tab where you use any of your rules of thumb. A rule of thumb is a broad definition of equation that can be a good starting point for analyzing. For example, assuming the total expenses of a property will be 50% of the total monthly income is a rule of thumb. The my version can be thought of as the best guess of what the property is doing. Projected. This tab is what the property will look like once it has been renovated and rented out. The information that is the most prevalent for this tab is the rent roll, rental comps, and the property manager's recommendations. The rent roll is what units are currently rented and for how much. The rental comps compares other apartments in the area. The property manager takes these 2 pieces of information and predicts the highest amount of rent that can be expected once the property is bought. My offer column. This is the final column where you will calculate the numbers that you will offer on. In the SDA tool video series example that is provided to the user, the numbers that are the most accurate are selected. For example, if the my version scenario has realistic rent rates, but the marketing package scenario has the more accurate vacant units, then you would use both of these numbers. Once you do this correctly, you will see that the my offer column scenario has a value price slightly different than that of the original marketing package scenario. The example given has a difference of $300,000. Summing up, you will fill out each scenario one at a time, making sure that each tab is as accurate as possible until you get your final offer number. Then you will present that to the broker. What is great about this system is that the number you choose is not just some lowball offer. You will be able to show this to the broker as proof of why your offer is lower than the asking price. Overall, I think the SDA tool is worth it, and if you are syndicating a deal, obviously it's worth it. Since I have not done this yet, I have not used the tool at all. For the newer investor, I would save your money and use a free tool or just run the calculations yourself. Income minus expenses equals profit. That's all you need. When you do get to the point where you have larger deals with multiple investors, then it would be worth buying and learning. I have yet to see a calculator as in-depth as this.